So, Xiaomi officially introduced their new Redmi Note 12 series, having 4 different versions. However, today we have 2 of them. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro. On the side you will find the main specifications for both of them. Now this is of course an unboxing and a quick look at them. Stay tuned for a camera test and a review as well of course. But I really haven't had enough time or nice weather to showcase how the camera performs, but I will show some shots taken on both of these phones. Let's begin with the unboxing of the Redmi Note 12 Pro though. When you open it you will find your normal booklets, of course your case and SIM ejection tool. Below that you will find your phone, which we'll get to in a bit. And then we have our included charger, which allows you to charge your phone up at 67 watt for the 5000 mAh battery inside. As you can see, my version of the 12 Pro is in this black version, and yes, it will show fingerprints and dust like crazy. And in terms of design, it is very similar to other Xiaomi devices we've seen, which is a bit of a shame. I like to have a little bit of a different look every now and then. And when it comes to features that I do love to see, we do have a lovely 3.5mm headphone jack on the top of the phone. Now let's move over to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. The unboxing experience is of course pretty much the same. We have our booklets, our case and SIM ejection tool. And then below it we are greeted with our phone and below it the charger. However, instead of being 67 watt, this one is a 120 watt charger, which unlike many brands again is included. Together with of course the basic 3.5mm headphone jack as well. When it comes to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, it comes of course in this blue color, or what they would say sky blue, with the design again looking very similar in terms of approach. But of course there are some differences between the two, but we'll get to that. And of course on top of that we have our 3.5mm headphone jack as well. So let's begin with the overview of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. First of all, it's 499 euros, and with that you get the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus that comes with 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB of UFS 2.2 memory. It comes with a 6.67 inch Full HD Plus display with 120Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 900 nits. It also comes with of course an IP53 rating, and when it comes to the cameras, the main sensor is a 200 megapixel sensor with a 1/1/4 inch sensor size and a 1.65 aperture. We also have a very basic 8 megapixel ultra wide and sadly a 2 megapixel macro camera that shouldn't be here. The CPU is a MediaTek Dimensity 1080. It has a 5000 mAh battery that can be charged up at 120 watts that is included with the phone, unlike many other brands. It of course runs on MIUI 14 based on Android 12. Now when it comes to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro, it comes with that same 6.67 inch AMOLED display with again 120Hz refresh rate and of course the same 900 peak brightness and IP53 rating. But the difference here is the main camera, because instead of having a 200 megapixel sensor, it has a 50 megapixel sensor, which is the Sony IMX766 camera with a 1/156 inch sensor size and an aperture of 1.88. For the ultra wide we have the same 8 megapixel sensor and the useless 2 megapixel camera as well. And for the CPU we have that same Dimensity 1080 and of course the same 5000 mAh battery. However, this charges up at 67 watt with the included charger compared to 120 watt for the Pro Plus. When it comes to the base model, you get 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM with 128GB of UFS 2.2 memory. It also runs on MIUI 14 based on Android 12, which for both I don't understand, and the starting price for this one is 399 euros. And just like the Pro Plus, there are some different versions available in terms of memory and RAM. In terms of fingerprint scanner, I'm glad to report that both of them have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, simply because they are better than those cheap 2D fingerprint scanners that you see on a lot of budget phones. So these are it, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Redmi Note 12 Pro. Let me know what you think about them overall. I will have to say that I haven't had proper time to test these out. I just had them for 2 days and I'm trying to see what I can do with it so far. Of course, I want to see how both of them perform in terms of camera, for instance, because this is one of the things that I kind of want to level up in terms of my channel itself. Focus a little bit more on camera, but when it comes to, of course, both of these phones, I haven't used this CPU out of my head, so I'm curious to see how that performance is as well. There are some things to note though in terms of difference, of course. As stated, when it comes to specifications, we do have a 200 megapixel resolution on the Pro Plus, where we have a 50 megapixel resolution on the Pro. I'm curious to see what the difference is in day-to-day life and in terms of performance in general. I'm not the biggest fan of the race in terms of megapixels, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad by any means. We're gonna find that out when I have actually proper weather, because right now mostly it's grey, the sun is hardly out, at least you cannot see it because of the clouds, and it just doesn't do anything for shots itself to properly test how the camera performs in dynamic range in different situations, having light reflect on buildings or on grounds or anything that you can think of. It's kind of bland, so I have to wait and see when the weather picks up and then test it out properly as well. Either way, I do hope that you enjoyed this short unboxing and first impressions on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 series, and of course with me specifically the Pro and the Pro Plus. Let me know if you have any specific questions about the device itself, because then I can take it with me when it comes to video content for these two devices. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so subscribing would definitely help. And the bell icon as well, so you know, you get a notification when I upload a new video, potentially, maybe, possibly. Either way, have a good one and talk to you guys in the next.